first period at Chicago Stadium. Jammed up, the check by Cicerelli. The fans always on Dino. The moment he steps on the ice. Cicerelli again on McGill.
McCrae dumps it in. Bobby Bass is going to take the body, and Basil McCrae said, you may take the body, but I'm going to prevent it by getting my elbow up.
853-9300 for information. That's why the whistle was blown. We couldn't see it in the reflection up here. There's been plenty of Major League popping and banging. And they'll let it go. Now for the face-off, the drive by Manson. Loose. Here it is again. They score. Manson. It came right back to him, and he just was able to drill it in high.
And just a great shot by that young man, Manson, who's having a great year for the Hawks.
McCrae dropped it softly for Cicerelli on the end board. Now Gotis drilled by Graham. Mason behind the net. Batson plays it up high, but Noonan couldn't get the shot. Oh, and Gagne torpedoed by Troy Murray. Whoa! Now the Stars try to swing it back in, and a whack at it by Cicerelli. Gave some trouble to Darren Pay. And now a check by Gagne, again by Murray. There's a blast by Bassett, and they score. Bob Bassett.
Well, watch this. A hitting start early. Dave Gagne had his head down. Watch Gagne come up swinging here. He wants a piece of him. He doesn't know where he is, but he wants something. Well, after last night's game, Dave Gagne said it was amazing, even though his team, there you see McCrae and Manson. And that's the kind of fire there is between these two teams.
The puck in the Stars zone, half side of the end boards, took a check. Barber slicing it into the Blackhawks zone as Babe got turned around by Wilson. Yanni on the end boards. Checked by Babe. But the puck pulled out of the face-off circle, and they swing it rink wide for Creighton at the checkered line. Hawks want to complete a change here. Casey turning around as he found Larmer and Rouse steaming in on the ice. Now a chance to come wide, and they score! 3-0 Chicago. It was with 3 goals in midway through the first period last night that Casey came in relief of Kerry Taco. But now Kerry Taco will strap it in and go to work for the North Stars.
I think if there's one reason more than any other Pierre Pagé may be making the change, other than just to try and shake his team up, was he may have felt, oh, there you see the broken stick by John Casey.
And out come the North Stars. Babe through a crowd. Batted clear. Warren Babe trying to shake off Creighton. Were they offside? Yes. Capside dug it down the left side. Trent Yanni is there. Gotis came in and nailed Yanni, who has fallen down on the puck with a cast of thousands swinging in behind him, led by Warren Babe. Yanni didn't like that.
There you see a couple of the newest North Stars being very feisty. Babe, Gotis. This team doesn't quit. North Stars continue to play hard, even though they're down 3. They were down 4 here the last time in, and they came back. They were down 3 last night, came back. So they're a team that plays hard regardless of the score, and there you see an example of it. Warren Babe and Trent Yanni looking like they want to get at each other. I don't know if that's really the case. I think they're kind of happy the linesmen are in between.
Warren Babe mixing it up. First choice in the 1986 entry draft for the North Stars. 12:50 to go in the second. 11:19 to go in the second. 3-0 Chicago. The pass actually hit Gagne, and Barber got plowed into by Bob Bassett, which has 1:36 to go. Cicerelli for Gagne, right up the gut. Cicerelli to the rebound. Wilson there, levels Archibald. Hang under there somewhere. Manson comes in with a high stick on Cicerelli.
Oh, Manson throws a vicious right hook, straight arm really, at Dave Gagne. And I think Manson will be gone. I don't know if Gagne's getting one too. Wait till you see this, folks. Watch this. Right after the play, high shot. It's going to be a rebound and a jam and a scramble. He'll be coming to lower right. There's 15. Keep your eye on 15 now. He circles around. Now watch 3. Boom! Oh! What a shot by Manson.
It's only going to be Gagne.
Penalty number 15, Dave Gagne, 2 minutes for high sticking at the 11-minute mark.
Oh, no.
Penalty,
Gagne for high sticking, and that's it in 11 minutes of the second period.
Oh, look at this. Oh,
Shoot.
I'm sorry, folks, but that is a major league punch to the face.
Dino Cicerelli is arguing that very point and gesticulating, recreating it for referee Bob Myers out on the ice.
Well, obviously, Bob Myers didn't see the play. I mean, if he would have seen that, Manson's in the penalty box. Manson has to be chuckling, thinking, boy, did I get away with a free one there.
Larmer there, checked by Kolstad. Puck comes out to center ice. Dirk Graham driving on Musil. Lets one go, and it hit most of Musil. And somebody then in the crowd.
Hit a young lady over in the just above the glass.
Boy, it nailed her too, and it didn't do any damage to Musil, but it hit him hard. When nobody sees the puck, it's just sitting there, and so Godas finally drew a bead on it and sailed in. Everybody else got, great nail, Godas.
Look at Barber streaking in here. Conroy, both of them almost did a header into the bench. That's the kind of hitting we've seen tonight.
Gagne back, fell down hard for the North Star. Cicerelli got nailed by Keith Brown. Cicerelli up, holding on to Brown's stick.
You're still seeing great action like this hit here. Dino gets pushed down by Keith Brown, then he hangs onto his stick, and they just stood there and jabbed at each other verbally for a while. Keith says, come on, give me my stick, Dino. All right. Just don't do that again, Dino says. But the game just stays at a fever pitch, and I like that about the way they play hockey now. It's great entertainment from start to finish.
Manson down the right wing boards they go. Larmer there. Creighton on the end line. High. Manson winds up on a drive. Stop off the left pad. And Gagne cranks at the length of the ice. Got demolished on a check for his trouble and is looking daggers for a penalty at the referee Myers. Gagne really got cranked as he cleared this puck.
Well, don't tell me Dave Gagne is too small to play in this league. That's the third big hit on him, and he just bounces right back up. Look, and he's smiling. He's ready for more.
Chambers trying to lock up Creighton on the end boards. Doug Wilson at the point. Swings it down for Graham. Bounding puck, and it'll be pulled away now by Brian McClellan. 55 seconds. The Stars will be at full strength. Now here's McCrae. He and Manson went right at it. You saw McCrae take a whack at Manson's stick. They were looking at each other from the moment they got in the vicinity.
Well, remember, Manson has given Dave Gagne 2 vicious shots. One an illegal one with a straight arm in that last hit.
Dave Manson and Basil McCrae, the 2-team penalty minute leaders going at it.
Well, Manson is just wild tonight. He scored a goal. He's laid 2 or 3 big hits on North Star players, and here he's in a fight, and he's still full of energy.
296 penalty minutes to this point for Manson, leads the Blackhawks. McCrae has 313 to lead the North Stars.
But I mentioned Manson has come out tonight on fire. He's ran Dave Archibald a couple of times, and then he straight-armed Dave right in front of the net, one he got away with where he should have been in the penalty box. And I think that's why Basil McCrae is out there killing a penalty, and that's why this fight is taking place. McCrae just said enough is enough for this guy.
Yeah, the puck was not played by either of them. They zeroed in on each other, and that was all she wrote.
Well, you can see why Manson is such a valuable player for the Blackhawks. He scored a goal, he hits clean, he'll fight, and he's just getting undressed right now. He's got his sweater and underwear torn. Here it is. Watch this. McCrae just pushes. They both mutually drop their sticks and gloves. There's no instigator in this one.
McClellan threw the puck, but Basil just tapped it away. He had other work to do. McCrae and Manson will cool off with 16:31 to go. It's 3-0 Blackhawks.
I want to point out a couple of interesting things. In a hockey fight, what you want to try and do is pull the other player's sweater over, which is an advantage to a point, and that's what McCrae's going to do here. A little later on, actually, it happened.
Power play still running for Chicago with 41 seconds to go as they drop the puck rather quickly on us that time, so the puck comes back into the Chicago zone. But it was a good point.
Never really got it developed. Ooh.
Chambers with a full-scale stand-up whack onto Dirk Graham.
I don't know if a lot of players, Doug, have their head down tonight or they're getting suicide passes.
I don't know.
I've never seen so many terrific collisions.
I don't know what the gripe was about, but we're underway again. Yanni behind the net, checked by Warren Babe. McClellan lines up a check on Basson, and that'll freeze up the puck in the left corner in the Chicago zone.
Now there's two players going at each other.
12 minutes to go. Darren Pang, where's that size 4 skate? Moves that little body around with speed and style. Dirk Graham at center for the Blackhawks, driving now. Graham waiting for reinforcement. Wilson, the crossbar. It's 4-0 Chicago. Dino Ciccarelli. Love him or hate him, and they don't love him here. Everybody knows that he can break this game wide open again, but Yanni chasing to his own zone, and icing is called on the North Stars now at just about the 10.5-minute period. Left to go, and now Yanni raining punches on Warren Babe. And there's Mackey going at it now.
It's Brian McClellan. Mackey, a rookie, probably doesn't realize how strong Brian McClellan is when you get him mad. But remember, Yawning and Babe had jawed in the corner after Yawning had hit Babe from behind, so those two were sort of looking for each other, and I don't know, then Mackey ran into McClellan and found more than I think he's going to want to handle. Although the kid's just hanging on now, so is McClellan.
No punches are being landed there, really, by either side.
Well, it's interesting. One of the major newspapers here in the United States, the big article today on should fighting be banned or shouldn't it? Is it good for the game? And the fact that does it bring people out or does it turn people off? Well, this crowd is howling, and everyone has a different opinion on the subject.
You haven't heard anyone here tonight say, oh, for heaven's sake, stop this fighting. They are saying something like that in California, apparently. Finally, the spring is unwinding here between Mackey and McClellan. And at 9:29 of the third period, the penalty boxes will have a couple aside.
Well, there you see both players just begging for air. That is so tiring to pull and push and grab and try and get your arm loose. Here's how it starts. Now this is a whistle, a face-off. There's Babe pushing Yawning. Remember, they went at it in the corner before. That didn't take much, did it? Babe faced the wrong way after they started. I don't know if he slipped or what. He got off to a bad start, and then here you see at the top, Mackey and McClellan just start going at it. If you slow things down, you'll notice in a hockey fight, very seldom do many of the punches land.
Right.
You think of a boxing match, I mean, there's literally hundreds and hundreds that land. If you see one land good in a hockey fight, that's about the extent of it.
Yeah, a lot off the helmet. Noted in the right circle for Chicago. Checked by Ciccarelli. Dino all over it. Creighton there. Noonan runs it in. Ciccarelli ambushed in from behind on that one. Fans want a penalty. The Stars come out 3-on-2. Ciccarelli, McCrae with a drive. Rebound, no. Rouse with a shot. He scores! Bob Rouse, and they finally are able to nail Darren Pang. Musil. It's Musil and Kolstad. Hamscheid, Dotas, and Gagne. Presley in the right corner for Chicago. Filled in by Big Dean Kolstad, and decked behind the play. Kolstad actually checked him twice, and it was the second one that got the attention of referee Bob Myers. And that will put Dean Kolstad in the penalty box with 6:39 to go, and the Hawks leading 4-1.
Here we'll get a little better look at it, but the first hit, watch how Kolstad just hangs on the boards for a minute. He goes so hard, and there you see he just wrestles Presley down. Presley really helped the cause by going down. Here's a look at that last penalty. Noonan again, he slew-footed him. Thought he got away with it. There you saw him kick the legs.
Pierre Pagé determined to pump in a goal, muscle in a goal, kick in a goal, or squeak in a goal now and narrow the margin. Gagne wins the draw. Cicerelli. Now Dirk Graham with the empty net. Bingo. 3-on-3. They go to the corner. Savard tapped it behind him. And the Hawks yawning. Oh, he got a little piece of Cicerelli on the side of the head, and I think it's a penalty on Yanni, and it is. He chucked a little piece of Dino with his stick on the side of the head. A delayed penalty coming on Chicago for high sticking. It'll be on Yanni. McCrae came sailing over to ring Yanni's bell. Here we go with a minute 19 left to go. Yanni with Savard trying to help him out, and Cicerelli and Kolstad trying to get to him. Now McCrae down in the Hawks zone was mouthing away at McGill, and now Brook has come in to talk to McGill also.
To the North Stars, that's why they come back. Now watch this.
He just clips it here.
It's obvious, right?
Right there.
You see, that's what the league wants to eliminate. There's no reason Yanni should even take the chance of putting that stick around Dino's face, his eyes. Dino draws his second penalty in a row. Now watch Dino in there. You'll see it right after here. Dino just misses it. Oh, I see why. That stick swung around. A good call by Myers. I didn't see this at the time. Watch McGill here. Swings around. Boom.
Oh.